Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic day. First game is an SPG, second game is not. Okay, it's not totally SPG day. It's SPG morning, regular tank afternoon. And I have to show you this game because this is, a talk about being stunned. Let's just watch. Yeah. What did he say? Or she? Was it a she or he? What's this guy's name? Gimme? Gurmy? The 212A. The 212, right? Is that a Canadian SPG? Yeah, it's the 212, right? Now, sometimes SPG games just end up like this, like the stunning. He does a lot of stunning. And it ends up being a lot of stun assisting. Because he shoots tanks that his teammates are going to, fire on. And I guess there's nothing more annoying in this game, other than the wheeled vehicles and the rocket launching Chinese tanks that boost themselves faster than the heavy ones that boost themselves faster than light tanks, and the ridiculous matchmaking and the overpowered reward tanks. Other than that, one of the most terrible things about the game is being constantly stunned. The first time you're stunned, you can use your med kit and give Wargaming 20,000 credits. You gotta get value out of your 20,000 credits if you've packed the large. The large kit, which is necessary to perform well in this game. Unless you're a cheap person. Now let's see if he waits for the triple stun here. Does he? He shoots? He's I always find it funny doing SPG replays. So far he doesn't have a lot of stun assist. That's so funny when the enemy disappears. It goes whoop! Bullseye. It's so funny. Look at this guy shooting. Watch, he's shooting. And then when you get stunned, it's not like for 2 or 3 seconds. It's for like 17 seconds. 17 seconds is a long time. Especially if you... Now, I don't know if this guy has the stock gun, but trust me. I may have to fire up the game myself again. And just become... Bye-bye. Oh! Wargaming says no. And just become a dedicated... He's stunned again. Just become a dedicated British SPG player. Or Russian. Tier 9. And play with the stock gun. And I kid you not. It's one of the most fun things to do in the game. Get a Tier 9 SPG, and it has to be the British or the the British or the Russian one, because they have the highest rate of fire. Tier 9. You elite the tank, and you get all the equipment, and you get it all elited, you get everything. But you play with the stock gun, because the stock gun shoots twice as fast, and it stuns for just as long. So you can get a 15, 16, 17 second stun duration with a gun that reloads every 18 or 20 seconds. So what you do is you fire up the game, and then you get a map where there's a choke point. And if there's a choke point, there's a group of tanks there. You just fire at the choke point. And they all get stunned. And they all think, oh, well, we got some time now. And the first time they get stunned, they use their med kit. And their med kit's used. And then they're stunned. They say, okay, we got about 30, 40 seconds now. So they move into the open to shoot. And about 18 seconds later, you shoot again. And you stun them again. And this time they don't have their med kit. So they're stunned for 15 seconds. Then you reload in 18 seconds. You shoot again. And you do this the whole game. And I kid you not, no matter if you win or you lose that game, while you're doing this, I'm just thinking, that guy went for the ram and he missed. There's nothing more, like when you're playing the game and you just laugh, you have those situations where you just start laughing because you realize what you're doing. That's one of those situations. Now, on the other hand, the people getting shot, for them, it's one of the most annoying things in the game. It's funny that one of the most annoying things in the game could be, to a different player, one of the most enjoyable things in the game. It's not like a mutual... That's the thing about this game. It's not a mutually enjoyable activity. There are a lot of mutually enjoyable activities that we humans participate in. Think about it. Did I just swallow? I think I just swallowed a bug. The hell are bugs doing flying around here? That's not an enjoyable activity. That is. The best thing to do when you swallow a bug is just swallow it. There. I think it was felt like a Japanese flying beetle, which are infesting my roses in the back. I thought I'd left the door open, that's what it is. Can you think of some activities that maybe you can do with another person that is enjoyable, mutually? Well, World of Tanks is not one of those activities. And that's why if you play this game, you'll tend to be stressed and angered by it. Generally speaking, you'll be stressed and angered by this game. Unless you switch. Like when you've had enough, try this. If you've had enough and you're I'm not going to play this game anymore. Now I'm going to be the contrarian here. All the other content providers and dedicated Unicoms are going to be upset at me now. If you're pretty much had enough of playing this game and you don't want to play anymore, do this test. Just, rather than just uninstalling, just stop playing tanks. Stop playing light tanks, medium tanks, heavy tanks, tank destroyers, and just switch to SPGs. And a free XP your way to the Tier 9 British or the Tier 9 Russian SPG. Elite it, put the stock gun on there. Put the ammo that does the most amount of stunning. And then just sit at the back, because if you've played for a while, you know all the positions, you know where to go. Sit right at the back and just lob shells into the choke points. And don't worry about your win rate or your WN8. Your WN8 will drop. Your win rate may not drop. Your win rate may go up. And the amount of XP... the amount of XP that you get per game will go up if you start stunning everyone. You'll start performing better than you did in your whole World of Tanks career. And it may become enjoyable for you. Now, this guy aces the tank. He ends up getting 3 kills. Nowhere near on top on damage, but he's on top on XP. Why? Because he did 3,000 stun assist. And he traveled 0.14. Come on. He didn't move. He sat at the back. Now that's very enjoyable, but obviously not so enjoyable for the people that were being stunned. Another thing that's really annoying in this game is when you're getting shot, but you can't see who's shooting you. This is a much more difficult thing to do, so my advice still stands. If you're getting tired of the game, do what I just described in the first game. But if you're really good and you've played for a long time, you got to get a Manticore. And I always find this funny as well. So we're gonna watch this. Now, the game says he's spotted, but he's not, because it's a replay bug. He hasn't been spotted yet. But so far, those enemies, like the E50, who's at the back of the map, who just started the game, and he's gone to what he considers a safe corner in his own side of the map at J1. He's barely left the red line at the back. He's spotted. He's lost half his HP. He's lost 844 and 650. He's almost dead. So the E50M is really upset right now. He's thinking, why did I grind down the German line? Well, it is true that the E50M does not have very good concealment. So let's just keep watching. Keep watching. This isn't as easy as just sitting at the red line and lobbing shells. He's going to travel more than 0.14 kilometers. But it's not going to take long. He's a dedicated and devout detector. This is all he's got to do. You got to learn the bushes and just go sit in them. And you got to get the right equipment and the crew skills. So you got to put in the time. And then you get to sit in the bush. There he goes. And if you want it to be more enjoyable, you have to pay wargaming. You have to pay them so that you can turn off the maps that don't have bushes. You have to get a World of Tanks Plus or whatever it's called. First you got to get a premium account and then the Plus account. And if you have that, you can turn off Himmelsdorf and Ensk. So they're more likely to get camp in a Bushka map. When you fire up the game, if the first battle you get is Paris, just play the game, shut the game down, and go have a coffee, because you're going to get screwed for that whole session. You have to learn that the maps go through a rotation on the servers, where it's more likely to get certain particular maps when you're having a gaming session. Because I don't think wargaming servers can handle all the maps at the same time. I guess they preload them, or I don't know how the programming works. But what I've found is that if you fire up the game and the first map you get is Camp in a Bushka, you're going to have a good session. You're going to get a lot of maps with bushes. Because wargaming's just decided that that's what they're going to do that day. Or that particular 1 or 2 hour period. So, if you want to enjoy yourself just spotting everyone, get your best light tank, your best equip, and fire it up. If you get Ensk, switch to a medium or heavy tank for that session. If you get Camp in a Bushka, you're probably going to have fun for about 15 games. So here he goes. While I've been talking, I think he succeeded in doing a little bit of spooting assist. Let's see how he does now. Where is he going to go? Who's he going to call? Maybe you want to sit in the bush. Yeah, bushes are good. He decided, well, I don't want to be in the bush. Okay, yeah, he's in the bush now. He's in the bush now. The E50M is cowering in the corner. Since the beginning of the game, that E50M has just been hiding. And he's wondering, why are they shooting me? Just go, little man. Just go. Well, you know what? There's still 14 enemies. What's that? See, that's not very fun. The E50M's experience is not very fun. It ranks right up there with the SPGs that shoot every 18 seconds and stun you over and over again. What was the E50M thinking? What's going on? Who's shooting at me? Why am I lit? Who designed this stupid game? I thought we had a light tank. Oh, wait a minute. It was that German one. So you just have to drive through the bushes. And, you know, this is a skill that many World of Tanks players cannot master. Driving in the bushes. It's very difficult. Most players will drive and then, oops, I accidentally moved outside the bush. I'm going to have to practice that. They get spotted and they die. Look at this guy. He's running for his life. What the hell is the Grenade doing at the back of the map? That's what he's wondering. What am I doing at the back of the map? Oh, this is it. There he goes. Maybe you should shoot your gun. So what should we call this video? Two very annoying things. Look at this. Two annoying things about World of Tanks. Get up there and spot the Conqueror. Oh, he took a shot! And now his light bulb went off, which means he's been detected. Keep going, buddy. Keep going. Don't shoot. Is he going to steal the last kill? And that's how you ace the Manticore and get almost a 0 WN8. If he hadn't fired his gun once, he would have had 0 WN8. Maybe a 10 or something. But he ended up with 265 WN8. Finished on top by a lot. And then ended up with 15,861 spooting assist. And made a lot of credits because he did not spend any credits on ammunition. So those are the two very annoying things in World of Tanks that I thought I would share with you. But remember, what is annoying to a large portion of the player base can be very entertaining for you. Should you do this? I'll catch you all on the next one.